Bougie, bougie. What is up, everybody? What is up? If I go that way, yeah. I unplugged that. That there. Ooh, I keep turning this way. Like that. Yeah, that's good. No, no, no. Where's that? Gotta go here. Hmm. How's everybody's Monday going? What y'all doing? Do anything good? Here, here, here. Oh, God help us. God help us. God help us. What's up, Tony? God help us, Tony. God help us. What's going on, Mr. Tony? Anything good to tell me? Put that there. What is that? Just got some rain. Ah, no rain here. We could use some rain. I just came in from watering my garden. Can use some rain. What's up, Mushy? How's it going? What's you up to? How's your weather otherwise, Tony? Hot? Where are you? Where are you at now? Are you still in? I don't know. I don't know where you were the last time. Seattle? No. Olympic? Olympia? Washington? Olympia? Or no? I don't know why Olympia sounds rings a bell, but Washington. You're on the coast, though, right? Yeah, we could use some rain. Doing good. Hope you're. Yeah, I'm doing well. Doing some more coin hunting. Right before you went live, I found a 1959 penny. Yeah, put it to the side. See what it's. See if it's anything of value. Wonder, 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 wonder. Go there. Oh, let's see what this looks like. Cheap it down. See what that looks like. What's up, Wigmag? By Mount St. Helens. Oh, yeah, okay. How's that thing going? It's not erupting, is it? Yeah, I saw that video, Wigwag, the one that you sent me. It's too much work. I don't have anywhere to store pickles like he's talking, and I got time for that stuff. These are easy. I mix up everything, boil it, boil my brine, cool it off, cut up my pickles, put them in a jar, dump the brine in the jar, put them in the refrigerator, and I'm done with them. There's no skimming them, no worrying about them. I just put them in the refrigerator and they just do whatever they're doing. Oh, wow. What's that look like? Yeah, over there. That doesn't look too bad, I guess. I think that's the brightest it gets. Hey, Digger. Hey, Zoe. That's nice and light. It's kind of bluish. Just messing with my big light. It's pretty white. That is. That's really bright. I like yours dark. No way of lighting that up. Anyway, what's up? How you guys doing? How you doing, Zoe, Digger? Who else? Stuart, Wigwag. Hi, Jerry. Thanks. You're the best. I'm the best. Why am I the best, Zoe? Really dark over here, though. If I put that light there, if I turn this way, right? Nah, whatever. Doing swell. Swell, huh? It's not a. That's not a term that I've heard lately. I'm doing swell. You know what I got in here? Guess what? It does smell like it. I might get the munchies after this drink. It's America saying it's an American saying. Yeah, it is an American saying. Can't stay. Just popped in and say hi. Appreciate you popping in, Tony. Have a good night, buddy. Take care. You know it, Digger. It really is peppermint. I got peppermint tea, and I cut up a couple thick stalks. Not a lot. You're at 471. Wow. But it does, I smell it in the back. Like, it's there. It's not, like, really strong, but I do smell it. Zoe, where do you keep getting all these subscribers from? What's your secret? I need to know. Right on. That does sound a lot. Yeah, it is easy, Steven. I mean, it's like I just mix the brine up, boil it, cool it down, put whatever I want in the jars, like spices and things, and stack my pickles in there and just pour it over there once it's cool and cap it off and put it in the refrigerator. Um, I got to get bigger jars. I got to get bigger jars because I got probably a dozen pickles in my refrigerator that need to be do something with. I don't really, I don't quite feel like eating a cucumber salad. Um, so I gave 2 jars away to my neighbor who gave me the stems, and I don't know. Maybe DB Tech will come by and I'll give him one. DB Tech, when you coming by? But I don't know. Keep on pickling. Yeah, so what am I going to do? Like, I got these pickles. I mean, that's why I planted them. And, dude, you should, like, I probably got. The only good thing is, like, they're not, like, I'm only getting, like, maybe 6 to 7 every, say, like, 2, 3 days. But there's, like, tons of them on there that are, like, this big. Like, it's just like, and I just got, there's only 4 of them. There's only 4 plants. If I were to plant more of them, Jesus, I'd be like in pickle production. From streams and random channels. Man, Jerry just found a very shiny 75. Yeah, it's probably just worth a penny, but put it to the side and check it out. Jerry, where's turkey fishbowl pudding can expressed right? No idea. No idea, Stuart. I harvested the last of my new potatoes today. I've eaten them all. Really? You ate them all? Yo, Nora, what's up? How you doing, Jake? Good to see you. How you been? Um, but I'm thinking about what to plant next. Now I got to plant something. I have, I have one container that's empty, and I'm about to kick my lettuce out. So I have 2 containers that are empty, and I got to think of something to put in there. Not quite sure yet what I want. I got to figure it out. I don't think I want any more pickles. I gotta see though. I gotta kind of like I had tons of little flowers and they're like all dying off. And I got to see if I spot any more tiny pickles coming up. Because I don't know, maybe they're like about to shoot their be finished, and then I might be out of pickle production soon. So I might need to plant more pickles. I don't know. What's up, Cosman? Busy life is good. Yeah, that's cool. You been rail fanning or anything? Doing anything? Anything interesting? I gave some potatoes to my friend Julie, and I ate the rest myself. So how much potatoes did you get out of there, Digger? Did you weigh them? It's a little too hot. Wish I had a little honey. A little honey would be good. Be good if you weighed them to see what you got from that container. And it doesn't taste. Just tastes like peppermint. Doesn't taste like marijuana. Cosmin, how's your garden doing? I probably didn't put enough stems in here, but at least I see what that does, so I could put more if I want to. Tomatoes are exploding. What will you do with your tomatoes? Make sauce or something? No, I didn't weigh the potatoes. There was a saucepan full there. That tells me a lot, Digger. A saucepan. Like a little tiny saucepan? A giant saucepan? Yeah. Tea or coffee? Tea. Cucumbers are so. Cucumbers are so and so. Dill should start sprouting the second generation. Hey, Dwight Curley. What's his name was asking for you? Stewart was wondering where you were. I said, I have no idea where Dwight is. Cosman has done cosmetic surgery on his garden. 10-inch saucepan. It's not many potatoes, Digger. So what would you say, Digger? You got like 5 pounds out of that container? And laid up with a pulled muscle in my back. How'd you do that, Dwight? What were you doing? Fishing? Man, there's a single engine trying to get up Horseshoe Curve. He's struggling. He's struggling. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Looks like an SD70. M. He's struggling. I have caterpillars on my milkweed plants. Is that bad or good? That's a rail train. Is that bad or good? I'm guessing from throwing cases of water out the back of the car and into the house. What the hell were you doing throwing cases of water for? Dwight, you're not young anymore, man. You can't do that sort of shit. What's up, Gus, my lunatic friend? 1 unit. Well, he's making it. I mean, I don't know. He's heading towards Altoona. It's a rail train. I don't know, man. He's struggling though. He might have a little helper on the end. It's hard to tell. I don't. There's a coal train passing him, and he's on the rock side. It's a pretty decent sized train because he's still going. We'll see when he when this coal train passes him. Rail train can be heavy. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's loaded. Complete. It's all loaded. Yeah, single unit, man. Nothing on the back end of it. Yeah, he's making it though. He's making it, Gus. It's a little engine that can. What's going on, Mister Gus? How you been? That's good. Those are monarch caterpillars. Oh, yeah, you don't want to spray them with BT spray. Wow. I was in a lot of pain yesterday. Couldn't even walk. That sucks. Should take some like Advil or something, muscle relaxers. Yeah, that sucks. Ice. Ice is good. Oh, we got like inflamed something or other. Whatchamacallit. Ice it down. Throw in water. Should be throwing water, but I can only take Tylenol and I overdid it. So you can't take Advil? I mean, you just ice it down. You'll be okay. Uh, I take. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's that. I can't take Advil because of my blood thinners. Yeah. Yeah. Just take some Tylenol. Throw some ice on it. Ice should help you. Ice or heat, one or the other. Ice helps me. My back's been bothering me. I messed something. I did something and messed something up. And when I try to climb, I try to put this foot up really high, like to climb up and pull myself up. Um, yeah, I know it. So I just ice it down, and that helps it a lot. So we'll see. My weed tea is going to help me too. I found a 2009 Chuck E. Cheese token. Well, hold on to that Chuck E. Cheese token. You'll get a little, you'll get a little arcade game when you go over there. Yeah, I could definitely put probably twice as much stems in there. Wonder if I'll get the munchies after this cup of tea. I doubt there's much of anything in there, but hey, it does have a different taste to it. That's for sure. So Zoe, are you home? You're not at your grandparents? Almost supper time. Breaded pork chops, mashed potatoes, and corn. Nice. I had pizza. Plain pizza. Put anchovies on it though. Put anchovies. I'm going to Rice Shore for training as a van driver. When you going? Tonight? What about your other job? What about your other job, Scott? It's 6 p.m. How long are you going to work for? Don't you got to get up tomorrow to go to work at your other job? I'm cooking finally since I can stand them and I'm making pork chops. Once I had pork chops yesterday. I have pork chops left over with some cabbage, southern cabbage. I cook cabbage and onions. Maybe tomorrow I'll have that. I don't know. Kind of full right now. 3 or 4 hours. Sounds good. Good for you. Have fun, Scott. Watch for the trains. Don't get run over. Don't get hit either. Be careful out there. There's real trains out there running around. So yeah, I had pizza with anchovies. It was most delicious. Mm-mm-mm. Watch out for other people. No, he's got to watch out for trains, is what he's got to watch out for. There are probably not too many people walking around in the train yard. Last thing you want to do, Scott, is get all excited and wind up hitting the train or a train hitting you or driving off into the tracks. God, you get too excited. Well, you got to get ready to go to. How far is the rail yard from you, Scott? How far is Race Yard from where you live? Where's Kenny and Debbie go through? I saw him say hi. Where Kenny? I didn't see Kenny and Debbie come in here. I haven't seen Kenny in I don't even knows how long. Weeks. Kenny and Debbie. Kenny and Debbie. Let me go to live chat. Where's Kenny and Debbie? Participants. Man, no Kenny and Debbie here. Like Stone Wolf was here. Tony. Stone Wolf. He was here earlier. Tony was the first one. Oh, there's Kenny and Debbie. Oh, snuck in. He's gone. What's up, Kenny? Good to see you. Take care. He just he just pointed, and that was it. He did a hit and run. I just looked. I didn't see him. I thought he did. No, he's here. Yeah, all he did was with his glasses on. That's it. It's going. Hit and run. It's like a drive-by shooting. Scott now, he'll be able to see all the cool trains, catch some good pictures. You'll be able to get some good videos, Scott. You might have to change the name of your channel. I don't know. What could you change your name to? Chewy sent a flower arrangement for the passing of our cats. How did they know? When I told them I had to, cancel your monthly food. Well, that was nice of them. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really nice. Wow, that's pretty cool. Chewy, huh? Wonder who owns Chewy. That's pretty first class. Let's see. Who owns Chewy? Who owns Chewy? BC Partners, a British international investment. Is that who owns Chewy? Is Chewy still owned by PetSmart? Chewy went public in IPO in 2019. PetSmart no longer owns them. They are independently operated company. So Amazon doesn't own them. In 2000, Chewy was purchased by PetSmart, a retail and where's Chewy headquarters? Florida. Oh, who's the CEO of Chewy? Summit Singh. Oh, Summit Singh. Well, that was pretty first class of them. I got to say that much. For them to do something like that. Do you still get the Beagles food from there? Digger, have you sent that package yet? Digger, has that package been sent yet? Digger, Digger, Digger. Stuart, it's out of my hands. There are things Ron is obtaining to put in there because she wants to send Jerry something. Stuart, I'll get that box when I get that box. Don't worry about it. It's just a sticker, Stuart. It's just a sticker. It's not plasma. It's not a kidney. It's not a heart. Enjoy your suppers, Wigwam. Wonder what Ron's going to send me. Wow. I hope it comes soon. My sticker is gold, Jerry. Yeah, I don't know about that, Stuart. It's just plastic with some adhesive on it. Wonder what Ron is sending me. AS Blind Maid Productions. Hello there, my friend. I saw that you came in, you made a comment, and I commented back. I'm having a blessed day. How's yourself? What scale trainers do you have? I model HO and N scale. I want to get into G. I just, I was, I have your channel on my other screen, and I was going to watch your G scale trains at night. So I'm going to watch that later after this. Yeah, G scale. How big's your G scale layout? Jerry is my best buddy. He will get the partial. We'll send him really soon. There's a woman missing in Echo for 1 year. Really? Wow, that's crazy. Alfonso, where are you from? What is G scale? G scale is Garden Railway. It's big. It's it's bigger than O scale. They're about probably that big. They're really big. I don't have any to show you, but one day I will. G scale model trains are very expensive. Yeah, they are expensive. I have a small 5x10 oval, which I mostly use for garden screen, for green screen. So is your G scale 5x10 outside or inside? Digger, share his channel. Oh, easy now, Stuart. Don't make me time you out. Don't make me time you out, Stuart. Yeah, G scale is really big, Stuart. Um, yeah, it's pretty big. Colorado set up in my basement. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to put it in my garden. I want to put it in my garden. Yeah, I know it's expensive. I'll just buy pieces, piece by piece. I'll just get a train set, like if I find it used or something. And I don't need something big. I mean, I want to do my yard, but I plan on doing dead rail. No, no electric. I'm going to do battery. Uh, so I can buy track that's like not in really good condition. I don't care about how it is because it's not going to be electrified. Why on earth is this work? I don't know. I don't know, Stuart. Why on earth? Storage going outside is not easy for me. I have to rely heavily on family members. Oh, Stuart, relax. I can tell you that tracks are usually $10 to $15 a foot. I mostly get mine at the thrift store. Most of my equipment, I find them at the thrift store. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Thrift store, train shows. I've already talked to a few people. Um, he was saying that I can get some track pretty cheap. I know it's not going to be expensive. No, not going to be cheap, but nothing is cheap. Nothing's cheap. Black Stewart, Ron will sort it out for Jerry. I think he will be happy. I don't blame you, Digger, brother. I hope this guy has been arrested. What guy? What guy's been arrested? What are you talking about, Stewart? But anyway, yeah, little by little, I'll get stuff. I know HO scale is the cheapest of. No, I don't know. I mean, you know, I've seen some G scale engines my local train store has. They're around. He charges $325 for a DC uh, GP30 Bachmann. Um, which I mean, I can spend $300 on an HO locomotive. So they're not that. Some of them are, a lot, but for what I want, they're not much more than HO. Now, track is a lot more than HO, but cars and I don't need a lot of locomotives. I'm just going to have one locomotive, maybe two, and that's it. I don't even need a lot of cars. So, but G scale is yeah, G scale is way easier to use for sure. Yeah, yeah. Like I started off doing N scale, and N scale for me now it's just too tiny. Read up, Jerry. I'm not reading up, Stuart. Had a great day on Friday. I know you did. You told me Saturday and yesterday. 9 was serious and sadly 2 have passed away. What are you talking about, Digger? What's up, Eric? Um, Digger, first you're talking about Ron and this parcel, and now you're talking about something totally different. What are you smoking over there? Trying to scroll back. I don't know what you're talking about. There has been a horrible incident here today. Children have been killed and some injured by a maniac in town called Southport. What happened, Digger? Why didn't you tell me about that earlier? Why are you just springing this stuff on me now? Oh, Lord. I've seen GP38s and G scales starting in cars are usually. Yeah, well, I have a train store by me called Nicholas and Smith, and they have Bachmann GP30s for $350 DC, and I saw cars for $70. So I mean, some are expensive and some aren't. But I can spend $100. I can spend over $100 on an HO car. So that's that kind of cost doesn't bother me. And it's not like I'm going to have 50 cars. The most I'll probably get is maybe 5, 6 cars. And I probably would get passenger cars instead so that I can light them up at nighttime. I don't know that I would get like freight cars. I'm kind of leaning towards passenger cars and little steam engine. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I'm not going to have 25 cars. I just, I don't, I'm going to have them outside, so I don't want to lug 25 cars out every time I want to run trains. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I know it's not going to be cheap, but I'm not going to get a lot of it, so it's not going to be that bad. N scale all the way. N scale. No way. Nah, not for me anymore, Eric. Even though I was working on my little N scale layout yesterday, please sell your N scale to me. I'll sell it to you. What do you want to buy? I'll sell you some stuff, Eric. I have no problem. You want some kits? Tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell you if I have it. Uh, we still never got over Dunblane. So how did this happen, Digger? What scale do you recommend for someone? G scale. G scale or O scale? I don't, O scale. Like O scale, I mean, Lionel. O scale, you could get pretty, I mean, you could find Lionel stuff everywhere. And, if you're lucky, you go to a yard sale, somebody's selling a set. I see people selling Lionel sets and stuff pretty cheap. Um, and it's kind of big. I mean, I don't know when you say um, limited vision, legally blind. I know people that are legally blind, but they can see. You know what I mean? So I don't know what your only you can determine that, right? But if G is too expensive, and again, I've seen some G scale sets, you know, small little sets for like $200. I mean, there could be track and a power controller in there. There might be like an engine and 2 or 3 cars. Maybe like a little oval of track. So it depends. I mean, if you look around enough, you'll find something cheap in both areas. You'll find something cheap with every scale trains if you look around enough. If you're impatient and in a hurry, then yeah, any scale is going to cost you a lot of money. Hey, Dwight, sorry about the product in the mail call. My green light is burnt out already on my George Foreman. The truck frame is broken in half at the corner of it. Broken. I have a whole bunch of Lionels, however, they're the older ones, which are no longer compatible with the newer stuff. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about Lionel and O scale and how that works. There's a lot of channels out there that are really up on that stuff. Um, yeah, they don't make the old tubular tracks anymore, but you can find them if that's what you want to run. Um, I don't know enough about Lionel. There's the O scale 2 rail, O scale 3 rail. I really don't know nothing about them. Um, Never got into them. Um, but there's plenty of channels out there that are very knowledgeable about them. I would try O or S. O is easier to find. Yeah, I don't really know. S is pretty cool. I do like S. I don't know, you know, if it's cheaper or it's not as popular. I don't think S scale, right? So whether or not it's cheaper or more expensive, I really don't know. But I think if I was going to do, I don't really know. I'd have to look more. I think S scale is like has I don't know. I don't know. I think some of the S scale stuff looks more realistic than some of the O scale stuff. If that matters to you. I never heard S or J. Well, there's a ton of scales in between everything. So there's like N scale, HO, which is a little bigger. Then you have like O scale, and then there's like 0.27 or something. There's this Lionel. There's like a bunch of them. Like so, there's like O, and I think S is smaller than O just by a little bit. And then you have O, and then you have G. There's a chart out there. Let me see if I can find this chart. Scale train chart. Scale train chart. Uh, tells you like so. Let me go down here. No, close, close. Here. So you see here, where can I make this bigger? Make it bigger. Can't make it no bigger. So you see, like you got Z scale, right? And you have N scale, HO, S, O, and there's stuff in between. Like there's something called HON30 that's in between N and HO, and there's other scales in between all the others too. So this is like O scale and then G scale. You know, G scale is pretty big, and you see how big like. So here's an example, like. Um, all right, this. Let me stop share. Like this is HO, right? And if you saw on the chart, like G scale is like I don't know 4 times the size of this. I guess I don't know. It's huge. Like HO is 187, G scale is 125. I don't know how to do that math, so it's pretty big. It's like and so HO is about 5/8 of an inch, and G scale is almost 2 inches. And I don't know how to explain it to you, but G scale is big, and there's the only thing bigger than G scale is like the trains you ride on, like 7.5 inch, that are like 2 foot, 3 foot long. You actually can ride them. I kind of I'm not following chat, so but yeah, G's pretty cool. Oh, hey, Dwight. They don't make the older two-wheel track anymore. I would try O or S. O is easier to find. Yeah. And my stuff will not run on the newer track system because the older cars have thicker flanges and the newer tracks have thinner rails. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. The O27 is scaled to 1/64th running. Yeah. Yeah, see, like I know there's like that O27 and then there's another one and yeah. HON3 is yeah, narrow gauge. Yeah. Yeah. ON30 is like between HO and O, you know, which ON30 is pretty cool. Um, ON30 is pretty neat. Um, I don't know that it's cheap though. Like, that's the only thing. 1/32 for standard gauge, 122.5. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know all these different 1/32 and I just know what it is. O scale, G scale. It doesn't really matter to me. Yes, ON30 runs on HO track. Yes, yeah. So does Double O. Double O is UK version of like HO. It runs on, but it's bigger. It runs on HO track, but the cars are, the equipment is bigger. I don't know by how much. Digger, how much bigger is, what's Double O in scale? It's called 1-to-1. That's what it's called. It's called 1-to-1, Stuart. 176. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a weird scale, right? It's a little bigger than HO, right? Digger, your equipment is a little bigger, but your track gauge is 187. Well, I don't know, HO. I don't know. You know. It's just it's like, and then like you get into like N scale, American N scale, and UK N scale, and then you have like Japanese N scale. They're all different. Like, you know, they're all different. And it's like, it's, you know, it's, yeah, it's a pain. Real train steward, they call them 1-to-1. It's like, it's an even thing. There's no, it's not like a triple X or something. I don't know. Different countries have different track gauges. Yeah. Yeah, so and that's the same thing with like trolleys. Like different trolleys have different gauges. Like trolley cars, most trolley cars, real trolley cars, won't run on real railroad track gauge. They're gauged wider than railroad gauge. So it's like everything's different. So what gauge is American Rail? I don't think they're the same. American like American Rail scale. What do you mean? What do you mean American Rail scale? It's 1-to-1. They call it 1-to-1. What gauge is it? like so like when in the railroad world, when the real world railroad talks about gauge, it's track gauge. It has nothing to do with um, like scale or anything. Like like Alfonso says, standard gauge real trains. They are 4 foot. It's like 57.5 inches is the, the width between rails from rail to rail. Right? Then you have narrow gauge, which is narrower. There's a lot, Stuart. It's like wide gauge or standard gauge. It's just like standard gauge. But trolleys are wider than standard gauge rail. Like American trolleys here in Philadelphia and New Jersey, they can't run. Well, in New Jersey they can. In Philadelphia they can't. They can't run on railroad tracks. They're their own gauge. It's very confusing, Stuart. Uh, but you're in Colorado, Alfonso? There's a lot of narrow gauge railroads out there. I don't know if you've been to any of them. Russia has broad gauge, which isn't wider than standard gauge. That which it's wider than standard gauge. 7 foot, really? Wow. In Russia. Yeah, I don't know much about Russian rail. That's pretty cool. So, Alfonso, how are you reading text? Or are you getting it verbally? I mean, you hear me verbally. Are you getting chat verbally, or are you able to read it because you're using bigger text? Fellow Russian, he catches a lot of good branch line footage, really. Oh, there goes Atlantic Rail Productions. What's up, Atlantic Rail Productions? Zoe, did you answer my question? Did uh, did your grandparents go get that? You don't want somebody like Atlantic Rail fan finding it. Colorado, I've been on the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, which is formerly Denver Rail Grand. Yeah, I'm using a big 50-inch TV as a monitor and screen magnifier. Cool. So you can read text. Okay, that's cool. Good for you. So you found me through Dan, um, Handicap Traveler. Dan's a cool guy. I like Dan. There's a chance 1069 could end up on CA 36 tomorrow. What? Oh, I see your message there. 38G got 1069. What is 1069? Virginia? Yeah, Dan's a nice guy. So yeah, I rail fan, do these live streams, I garden. Um, Virginian. Oh man, I can't. I want to catch the Virginian over here. Where was it at on the train? Oh, it was leading. Oh man, oh man. Oh wow, cool. That's cool. Usually, sometimes they'll bring those gondolas down to me here on the siding with 38G power. So that would be nice. That'd be a good day. I hope I catch it. All right, Eric. Eric, if you're interested, let me know. Really. Have a good night. All right, Zoe. You called him. I don't want that Atlantic Rail Productions finding it, Zoe, because it's special. It's only one of a kind. That spike is one of a kind, Zoe. I didn't do. It doesn't look like any of the other ones. When did it go? When did it go by Horseshoe Curve? I have to go to the log. I'll be back. I gotta go to the log. This is important stuff. I've caught the Virginian, but I've never caught it. No, never caught it leading. Where's the log at? Where's the log? Oh, there it goes. Boop. 38G at 931. Engine. 38G. 38G. 39G. 38G. 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 38J. Oh, that was a different 38J. Ten six. 36A. No, man. You're wrong. You got me all psyched up. It's not on 38G. It's on 36A. That goes to Delaware. And it's not leading. At least that's what the log says. 12:45 last night. Man, you have me all psyched up. I should time you out when you come back. Remind me to time him out when he comes back, Zoe. I don't. I looked on the log and it says it's on 36A. I don't know. What's today's date? What's today's date? Um, the 29th? Yeah, today's the 29th. 36. Yesterday's 38G. I don't see a 38G from yesterday. I just see a 38G from today. And on there, it doesn't. 38G, today's 38G went by at 9:31, and it was NS power, all NS, regular NS engines. But I see 36A with NS 1067. What's upcoming? 30. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to go to the Heritage app and see if it's listed on there. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, it's going to be spectacular, Zoe. I'm looking to do some custom printed freight cars. Where can I get my logo printed on freight cars? Um, so here's your thing, right? Depends how many you're going to get. Really just depends how many you're going to get. Like if you're only talking a couple of them, you're better off getting decals and doing it, or having someone do it for you. Um, but there's a couple companies that will custom print cars for you, but they have like a limited number that you need to get, like a minimum. And I don't know for sure, but I think it's 100 cars. Atlas might do one for you. but sometimes you're better off. 1067 was on 36A. I don't know. This thing's saying it's 1067, yeah, on 36A. That's what I told you. It's not on 38G. You get me all psyched. Oh, man. Get me all psyched, Atlantic Rail Productions. But yeah, so like my friend, he wants to do them custom cars, and he's looking around for somebody to do it. But he wound up just getting decals done, and people did them themselves. Like he did them. He sent me some stickers. I did my own. Um, where's the cars at? Let me show you. So this is my friend Heath. Um, Over there at Riverside Transfer, and he just got these decals done by a place in Canada, and I just painted it up and did it myself, put the stickers on the car myself, and so I don't know if there was like a limit to um, how many stickers you had to, how many decals you had to buy. I don't really know. Does anyone still have the old HO brass track? I can't seem to find that anywhere. Nobody wants that brass track because it's no good. It tarnishes too much. Nobody really wants it. So these decals are by pdc.ca. I'll put a link in the chat if you want to check them out. Uh, but yeah, there's other companies, pdc.ca, that that do decals, that print decals. But this is just one of them. PDC. PDC Custom Precision Design Company is what it's called. Hmm. So these guys are one company that makes custom decals for you. So like you can just get decals printed up the way you want them, and then you just have some, if you can't do it, you just have somebody. Yeah, John 2618. He does this too. Um, yeah, PDC did his. I don't have his car handy to show you, but basically kind of the same stuff. What's up, John 26? But yeah, who does John? Who will anybody do? I know somebody does custom printing on cars. Is there who's doing it, and is there a minimum? Yo, Sidetrack 77, Highball Graphics do custom decals too. Yeah, there's quite a few that do them. What's that other one, John? Circus City or something like that? There's quite a few of them. You just got to look around. But as far as the custom printed, there are people that do them, but you're probably going to find that there's a minimum, you know? I don't know, but Heath had has had trouble finding somebody to run his cars. So Heath is this fellow here. Humanity Junction is the name of his channel. This is Heath. Humanity Junction. This is his car, Riverside Transfer. And he wants somebody to make these cars so that people don't have to do it themselves. Like I had to paint this, I had to do everything to it. So he's hoping to find somebody to make the cars so that he can sell them, and you know there's people who do them, but depending on how many you want, if you're only talking 10, 20, they might not do it, and you're better off just getting decals. And if you can't do them, then find somebody to do them for you. You know what I mean? What's up, Sidetrack? Are stickers are cheaper than decals? Well, these are decals. I've used stickers on my G scale. Well, decals. These are decals. Water transfers. Um, Custom runs are often hundreds for limited runs. Yeah. So like, these are just water, water decals. They're just on a sheet. Cut them out. Put them in water. And transfer them to the car. So they're not like a sticker where you peel off and stick it on. You know. Had a coworker at work who used to custom print my cars. However, he's no longer at the store where I work at. Yeah, I mean that's a shame. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, can't help you there. I'm sure maybe somebody's out there. Um, but yeah, like I said, if you just want, you know, 10, 20 cars, 30 cars, or something, you're better off just getting the decals. John, how much are the decals? Like $10 or something? Like a grouping of decals with all the information and everything. I guess it really just depends what you want, you know. But they're probably like $10, and it's enough to do two cars. I think, John. At least that's what it was on Heath's. It was enough to do two cars. So if they do custom decals, but Black Cat do good decal kits. Okay. Can you still get blank rail? Oh yeah, yeah. You can still get blank rail cars, uh, and even if they're not really blank, you can. Depends on what kind of car it is. You can pretty much just strip them. That's what I did with this. I had to strip this car. I have a video on it. It was red. I had to strip it and paint it over. Maybe it cost me about $60 for design and print. Then once the design work is done, it's cheap to print off more runs. Yeah, so there's like, there's a little upfront cost in getting the decals, not stickers, decals. Um, and the design work, and you know if you're just looking to do one or two, I can't. It's up to you. Is $60 worth it to do a couple decals? I don't know. It's up to you. But there are people out there to do it. So, but you can get undecorated. They're called undecorated cars. Undecorated cars, you can get undecorated locomotives. But even if they're not, you can just strip them and repaint them, and you know, it's no big deal. What's going on, John? How you doing? Welcome back, Wigwag, eh? Hey, what the hell was that? Hey, welcome back, eh? But yeah, I've heard that you can actually 3D print your. Yeah, there's a couple people here that 3D print their stuff. Um, Curly Express 3D prints his stuff. He's 3D printed engine shells, cars, box cars, all kinds of stuff. Hey, you, what's up? John 2618, he 3D prints stuff. Yeah, that's what that is, a 3D printer. This is a 3D printer here. I haven't used it yet. It's sitting there. What's up, you? Does anyone apply unwanted graffiti to cars to. Yeah, yeah. Just like they make these decals, they make graffiti decals too. It always makes me sad to see the graffiti. Yeah, what are you going to do? It's graffiti everywhere. But yeah, people make the same people that make the decals like this for this stuff make graffiti decals. People like graffiti. Me, it doesn't bother me. I don't really, one way or the other. Who cares? I don't really care. I mean, I like to see nice, clean cars and stuff, but 3D like graffiti is part of life. Graffiti's everywhere. It's everywhere. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's good for you. I'm glad you stopped in, Alfonso. That was pretty cool. Very good. Thanks for stopping in. You're welcome anytime. Come in. Yeah, we talk about trains. We talk about everything, really. Food, trains. I had a coworker at work who actually got in trouble for graffiti. Yeah, that's against the law. Yeah, it's called vandalism. Yeah, it's not very welcomed. Yeah, I don't know how some of them people get away with it. You see those cars, like the whole side of the car is nothing but graffiti. Like this guy right here, Dwight Curly, Curly Express Dwight, he 3D prints his own HO stuff. So yeah, 3D printing is a big thing. There's guys 3D printing cars. I know guys that 3D print tons of train cars for their layout. So you got a cool model today. We're gonna call what you get. Send me a picture of it. A couple of years ago, you probably forgot you even ordered it. Jim Tedesco does some. Yeah, Jim. There's a lot of guys that 3D print stuff. N scale, HO, O scale. There's a fellow, George, a Florida railroad dog. He 3D prints buildings. A lot of O scale buildings. It's a rail time machine that goes on a gun. It's custom made. Who made it? Rail time machine. Send a picture. I want to see this thing. Rail time machine. You mean like the excavator thing? Oh yeah, WW. Go watch my mail call from Jim. Oh yeah, Jim printed you something. Got it on Facebook. Oh cool. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Dude, it took that long? It took that long to get it? Oh my god. Holy cow. Oh, God. I'm looking for HO brass track. I often have problems with steel alloy track. I don't know. Brass track or like steel alloy track? Um, I don't know. John? What's the track made of now? I thought the brass track. Nobody wanted the brass track, or is it the other way around? Her name is Martine, and her YouTube channel is Food from Afar. Jerry, one of my subs is trying to comment. She can't. She's waiting 4 hours to comment. Sorry. Hold on. Um, uh, there you go. She can do it now. Go ahead. Sorry you had to wait so long. Usually I don't get people to stick around that long. Pre-order before manufactured. He makes them by hand. Nickel plated silver is what's new now, right? Brass track. Do they still make brass track? And like, is brass track doesn't just brass track? It just tarnishes. I don't know. I don't know the difference. I know I have brass track and G scale. They conduct better electrical signals. Yeah, but they're harder to clean, aren't they? Don't they oxidize? Martine, you still here? I hope you are. Well, why did she wait so long to say something to you? Oh, Stuart. Brass track conducts better than steel alloy. Nickel silver is made by Atlas. Yeah, but then doesn't the brass track get tarnished really easy? Isn't it harder to keep clean? I don't know. I don't know nothing about that stuff. I just stick it on the layout, run trains. Hello, Zoe. Oh man, Zoe, when are you going to go over to your grandparents? Aren't you itching to see that spike? I hope that Atlantic Rail Productions didn't go over there and snag it. LGB and Bachman and Pico make brass track for G, which they're much heavier, durable electric. Yeah, Jerry, the hunt has begun. What hunt is that? Was she? Yeah, it was pretty. If you're talking about the rail spike hunt, yeah, it was no real hunt. It wasn't really a hunt. I made it pretty easy. Trust me, the rest of them aren't going to be that easy by far. They're not going to be nowhere near that easy. I mean, you'll get basically, that'll be the gist of how it'll be. There'll be a video, and you're just gonna, I'll say where I'm at. I'm not gonna say like, I'm in the woods somewhere. Figure out where I am. I mean, you'll get an idea of where I am when I put these spikes around. Uh, but that's going to be basically, how it's going to work. You're just going to have to find it. This one was a little easier. Buckman Easy Track and Lifelike have steel alloy rails which they oxidize very fast than brass or nickel silver. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know too much about that stuff. I just know, like the modern track doesn't is not as bad to keep up with. And I guess it just really depends on the environment you're putting it in. You know, if it's in a very damp and humid area, I think any track is going to be hard to keep conducting electricity, you know. Yet I've put all my local rail crossings into my sat nav. I'll check those first. Good luck, Digger. Good luck. I'm in a dry environment. Yeah, you should. I don't know why you're having a problem, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God, with these commercials. I think I'm gonna have to wind up getting. I don't want to do this just because I'm tired of these commercials on YouTube. I'm gonna have to wind up getting premium for at least until the elections are over. So I stopped seeing these electoral commercials on YouTube videos. But by the way, I have no control of what commercials you see. Okay, during any of my videos, uh, believe me, I have no control. They'd all be train commercials if I could control anything. I'm suddenly feeling really hungry, Digger. I got the munchies. Hmm. You're feeling lucky, huh? Well, hey, it's good to feel lucky. It's good to feel lucky, Digger. Digger. Maybe I'll 3D print you one and send you one out of plastic or something. Is there a way to send electrical signal across long distance? Because I got a signal drop from one end of the layout to the other and across the whole basement. Can I use two power? Yeah, they have like John, don't they have like it depends. I don't know what type of system you're using to power your track, but they do have boosters. Like for DCC, they have boosters. Um, so like, how do you have like one what they call a bus line, one two wires that run your entire length of your layout, and you run feeder wires up to your track, or are you just going like from your track right to your power supply at one end, and the rest is nothing? And if it's that way, then you should run a bus line, which is a main line from one end of the layout to the other, connect that to your power source, and then run wires up to your track from that bus line at different points along your layout. You know what I mean? Use DC power pack. I'm just running wires from the. That's your problem. You don't have. Yeah, you I don't. That's what you're probably going to have to do. I don't. Somebody correct me. Um, you're going to have to run a long length of wire down to the other end of your track, or even halfway, right? And then tap off of that down at the other end, and get power up to the rails down there too. Yeah, you just don't have enough electrical power to run the distance. You know what I mean? And get thicker wire. Don't get thin wire. The thin wire you lose. I don't know much about electrical, but you'll lose conductivity with thin wire. I guess. I don't know. John, help me out, John. Digger. One of these guys knows. I don't know. But yeah, that's your problem. Yeah, especially if you're got a big layout. It's okay for like a little 4x8 or something, or some small thing. Can you use two power packs? I do not know. I don't know. That I can't answer. I would say no, but I don't know. No, not on the same rails. Yeah. So no. The answer is no. Now I don't know if they have boosters for DC. Like Digger, what do you do? Like, how's like you have a pretty big layout? How do you power the whole thing? Like, how do you do it? And I'm guessing you're talking, Alfonso. Are you talking about your G scale layout or an O scale layout? I don't think you have HO, right? You have an expensive controller. So, like, what's the difference with it? Like, is it more powerful than like a little power pack that comes with a set or something? What's the difference? Yes, I'm having issues with my HO, O, and G. Okay. So, do you use the same power pack to run your G and your O as your HO? Because doesn't O like have a really big power pack? See, I don't know. Like, I know, like, I used to watch these dudes that ran three rail O, and they had these big power packs, and they were able to put more voltage to the track. I don't know, but it's made to power two separate tracks. Okay. Oh, okay, twin controller, but it powers two separate tracks. Yeah, wish I could help you, Alfonso. Come back again. Maybe somebody will pop in that knows. O uses AC. Okay, right. Okay, so it's so you can't use that with your G and your HO, right? Where's John 2618? But yeah, I would say that that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to run a heavy gauge, like maybe 14 gauge or something. Let me see what these are. See, like this is what I run 16 gauge. This is my bus line, right? This line, this is my bus, and it's 16 gauge, right? 16 gauge stranded, and this runs down my whole layout. I have two of them. One's white, one's blue. Runs down my whole layout, and then from this, I tap in with this. This is, I think, 18 gauge stranded, single strand. Um, and I tap into that big line and go up and solder this to my track at a couple different spots. So it gives power everywhere instead of, because what's happening is you're powering all the way down here, right? And then if you have any gaps or anything, any dirtiness, down all the way down the other end, right? You're up here with your power, and down here you're losing power. But if you have this running and then you tap off and power this down here now, right? You won't have any power drops. So you get it? Your power pack has DC and other is AC. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's all I know. That's all I know. I have DCC, okay? Um, but yeah, I think that would help you. Yeah, mine is AC outlet too, but I don't use it. Yeah, isn't the AC one for? I don't know. I don't know what the AC one. Isn't there like one on there that is for like lights and buildings and things like that? I don't know. I don't know. But I have DCC. I don't run DC. I Yes, I have tried that, but I still get a power drop over 20 feet. So I would think that your power supply, you know, your power supply isn't big enough. You're going to need to get a bigger one. Probably try that. Try getting a heavier duty, more powerful power supply, and then maybe you won't have an issue. Yeah, it doesn't. 20 feet isn't that far. I don't know why you're having losses, but I don't know. AC is usually for accessories. Yeah, right. Okay. Lionel 3 World runs on AC. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe you might need a bigger power pack. I really don't know. I don't know why you're having problems. 20 feet isn't far, though. I know people that run more further than that. Maybe your track's dirty. I don't know. All my lighting is 3-volt transformer. Is on a 3-volt transformer. So it's on something small. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Try a different outlet. Yeah, maybe try a different outlet. Maybe the outlet is, I don't know. Maybe it's got some loss of. It's got like leak. It's got a leak. Yeah, they do leak. Oh wow, man, that's nice. My phone is about to die, Zoe. All right, Zoe. Have a good night. Thank you for the gifts. You're the best. I'll be on trackside mics. Well, I'm going to bed, Zoe. So have a good night. I'll talk to you later. I know I get 16-volt max on my transformer. Yeah, maybe look at getting a newer one. Maybe. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, yeah. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up because Tracks on Mike's about to go live at 7. And I need to go to bed soon. All right, everybody. Appreciate you all coming by. Have a good night. Alfonso, thanks for coming in. Come back again. It was a pleasure. It was good having you. It was good seeing you. You too, Dwight Curley. Hope you feel better. All right, everybody. Good night. Have a good night. Thanks. I also have a very old line on PowerPoint. Versus no short circuit protection. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want to start a fire. All right, everybody. Catch us later. Have a good night. Take care. We're over here. See you.